Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So 6 Samurai got more support. Let's try it out. And the funny thing is that these new monsters, the new support in general for 6 Samurai, is much better than most of the 6 Samurai. Like, I've counted them, but I forgot the amount of 6 Samurai monsters we already have in the game. And you know, like, some years ago they also got new, what Shadow Samurais? A couple of them actually won. They aren't fantastic. Just a one-off because of the asceticism, right, as a target, 200 attack, which could be relevant. But anyway, the new support is fantastic. They got 2 new monsters, one dark, that's important, could be important for the attribute, level 3 tuner, while the other one is also a level 2 tuner, earth, could be important for Naturia Beast if you opt to run that one. The thing here is that with these new cards, they both have the capability to special summon themselves from hand, and that's already a huge, big plus for 6 Samurai in general. While at the same time, when they are sent from the field to the graveyard, or sent to the graveyard, they search. So, really nice. They search, well, depending, quick play spells, let's just call it like that. And as you saw, asceticism is in the main deck. Just fine as a one-off, because it's searchable. Cunning, 1 or 2 off, maybe 1 off. The thing now with Cunning is that you want Shogun to resolve. You're linked 2 to search Gateway, your 1-off Gateway, and your opponent could be keeping his Imperm, Veiler, or whatever for your Shogun to prevent the, you know, the Gateway search. So that's why Cunning is there, 1, 2 off, you know, because of that, to dodge. So fantastic cards. They also got a new level 6, a new Xian, which is, well, they originally got, you know, a new level 5, well, their level 5 that negates spells and traps, once per turn, right? This level 6 negates monster effects, so it's also a built-in Nibiru. The problem though, unless you open Gateway, you're probably committing first for a Link Summon, right? By the way, this end board, you know, you're not ending with this, but this is the start of, you know, just regular 6 Samurai shenanigans with those infinite loops, right? Featuring red and blue, you know, well, infinite. You're just ending on a big field, Apo, Masquerina, and then a couple of synchros to negate monsters and spells. So that's cute. That's cute. It's cool. So going first, going second, you saw the builds maybe a little bit out of the ordinary. I'm not running the OG cards. Most of them, they're just not good. Triple Kazan is fine, the one of Grandmaster, 1 red and blue, maybe 2-1, 2 red, 1 blue, or 2 blue, 1 red, if you want. But other than that, I don't feel the other support is worth running. The one of Kageki to give you the extra summon from hand, because it's searchable off of Rodas, so that's fine as a one-off. Because again, the biggest weakness still of this deck is if your opponent is able to get rid of your normal summon. But they got a new quick play spell that's searchable, of course, and the new quick play spell is basically a monster reborn for the archetype, and that's where, you know, 6 Samurai kind of struggled, is get another 6 Samurai name on field to, you know, keep continuing with Kizan, Grandmaster. So that's actually fantastic, because that's, you know, that lets you play through Nibiru. You'll see in a couple of moments. So yeah, here it's, you know, it could diversify depending on how many cards you have in your hand, how many searches you know, you got from Gateway, how many cards you had to put back to the deck, and on multiple continuous, triple drop it in the main deck, triple Fenrir to, I guess, facilitate the going second moves, or turns, right, if you're going second, that is. Because again, OG, regular Samurai, it's not that powerful. Going second, right? So, this is 6 Samurai, it just takes far too long. All the Bushido counters. You could opt to go for another Saryuja, it's not really needed. You could go for just a big Apo, and like having 5 continuous spells, you can just abuse Gateway to infinity and get back Kazans, get back red and blue, depending on which one you had on field, Grandmaster. Go for Apo, go for Masquerina, you know, the generic end board, and you're probably ending on the level 5 Xian as well to negate spells and traps. And I believe I used talents, right? Get a peek at their hand, so we know their hand. I'm going to end on Apo, we know they have cross out, field spell, so that's definitely not enough to break through this board, let alone break through a board of Masquerina and Dweller as well, which is fantastic still. Because you have the, you know, you have the space. Speaking of the extra deck, I think I'm running triple Shogun, triple of the, you know, the Link 2. That's probably not needed, so you could probably just drop 1 and keep 2 of the Link 2 6 Samurai in the extra deck. So there's space maybe for more synchros. Feel free to leave suggestions. So basically the same end board, well, almost, right? That you're just working towards this particular end board of Apo Masquerina, rank 4, probably Dweller, the Xian that negates monster effects, and then Xian negates spells and traps. So that's fantastic, and that's why I'm not really focusing on Naturia Beast, is somewhat of the small limitation that you're kind of forced to run bricks in the main deck. More bricks, right? Level 1 tuner, you know how it goes with Naturia Beast. I'm not so sure about that, and the thing is that this board still loses to Dark Ruler and Droplet, mainly Droplet. Well, loses, I mean Droplet is still big against this board. And both Xian level 5 and Naturia Beast, they can't do anything to Droplet, in most situations. I'm looking at Naturia Beast, that is. So, that's why I'm bypassing Naturia Beast, just because of the potential extra bricks in main deck. This is one example, playing through Nip. So here's where Cunning, where Cunning is just the reason why you have to play it. Your opponent is probably keeping it for, at least keeping their Imperm Veilers or whatever for your Shogun. And the beautiful thing of these new 6 Samurai cards, level 2, level 3, is they are able to chain block your Gateway Search. So that's really neat. So they cannot Ash or keep Ash for your Gateway Search. And this is cool. Here is where OG 6 Samurai probably would have lost, because again, you're not controlling any 6 Samurai on the field, so you're not able to keep going with Kizan, Grandmaster, and so on, and keep fueling Gateway. But this new Monster Reborn takes care of that. Get a name on field, and then keep fueling Gateway and any of the other 6 Samurai continuous spells, and eventually go for game. So the videos will be shortened a little bit, cut, because it's basically the same moves, right? So eventually working towards rank 4, go for another Shogun, make sure that you're using all of your Bushido counters, working towards Saryuja number 1. If you want, you can go for Saryuja number 2, being able to get a couple of searches, so that way you can send back those searches back to the deck, and then, potentially drawing droplets and stuff like that to keep them in your hand. Like talents as well. Get a peek at their hand, and this is already game over. Get red and blue on field to deal with their established board, even though it's only 1 nip, but both red and blue can get rid of that, plus get another search, right? I think it's blue. Yeah, you can pop blue, get another search. Yep, there it is. It's also not once per turn. Imagine this with once per turn. But yeah, the funny part is, correct me if I'm wrong, I think, isn't 6 Samurai at full power in the OCG? Yeah, it is, right? 3 Gateway, and it's not doing anything because it's kind of weak, going second, and of course Maxi. So same end board, same lines as you saw in the first duel. Going second. Obviously, I'm honest. You need your non-engine cards, your going second cards, stuff like Fenrir's Droplets, Talents. Obviously, especially against Snake Eyes, one of the best deck currently in the TCG, OCG, almost Fire King. But you know what I mean, the deck is ending on so many interruptions, and Masquerina into Little Knight, and that's still one of the bigger weaknesses, not only the normal summon of your 6 Samurai cards, but you're committing your continuous spells to the field, and those are all sitting ducks for your opponent to, potentially banish with Little Knight or whatever. So, you know how this one plays out, or goes. So we have the Droplet, so we're keeping that for the Masquerina, right, because of the potential Promethean Princess, which is also in the graveyard. This is fine. Field spell is getting Masquerina on field. They let me special summon the level 3. Oh, keep in mind, I think it's better to just normal summon the level 2 to potentially use its special summoning effect later in the turn. I think that's much more important to potentially still have a level 5 or 6 synchro play. Small detail. So this is cool. Even though your 6 Samurai monster was popped, you can still get a search, and that's nice. That's really nice. That gives the deck more answers to play into an established board and interruptions. So this is Gateway, and this is game over, but I make a small mistake. Was it this one? I think so, it already happened. I discarded my Cunning. And I should have kept it, because, we were able to search the Monster Reborn, so that's one extra name needed to fuel your Gateway and United and so on, right? Just in case if that set is an Imperm. I'm not getting punished for that, but it could have been an Imperm, right? So that's my mistake. Go for the level 6. Oh, keep in mind, the level 6 is also a monster effect negations. We know that. But it's also a Stratos. ridiculous, right? It's, you know, searches any of your 6 samurai monsters, and it's a monster effect negation. So it's kind of like a 6 synchro if you think about it. So again, very similar, rank 4, just getting more 6 samurai names, going for Saryuja draw 4. And again here, you know, eventually using red and blue multiple times. Thanks to the link summon, you can get rid of them on the field. Special summon again, because again, not once per turn. Pick away your opponent's back row monsters and eventually go for access codes. Is it this one? I think so. Yeah, there it is. Big access code over 6k attack. I think I only have Earth links in my graveyard, so that's 1 pop. Go for Apo, because I was able to talents their Masquerina, right? So Apo cannot be destroyed by card effects. Go for Xian. Go for level 6 Xian eventually, yeah. And probably just Grandmaster on field as the last summon, and this should be more than enough to attack for the game. Yeah, lost Xian. And I think just, yeah, we need Grandmaster and Apo to pop Promethean. We are going to negate Whale. And the beautiful thing is that all of those effects are not once per turn, the negations that is, so that's really nice as well. Okay, so that's it. Feel free to leave suggestions. The new support is fantastic. It needs 3 gateways, but, you know, stuff like once per turn could already solve a lot of things, right? Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a shout out. Peace.